All right, good win. Waters played well, obviously. Sims was a difference for us. I thought he was great. He allowed us to play smaller. I thought Randy did a good job defensively for us. Those guys playing well allowed us to play a small lineup to match their smaller lineup. We were efficient on offense. That goes without saying. Thought we were more aggressive. You know, our game goal going into the game was to make more free throws than they attempted, which we did. We still gave up a few too many offensive rebounds, but we pounded them in the paint, which was good. So all in all, it's a good win, and got a couple days to recover and get ready to take this show on the road for a couple games.
How much was starting Wade because of that, the ability to go small?
It was all the matchup. Yeah. Wap could have. I mean, Wap was healthy tonight. It was just the way they were playing so small. It was going to be tough. You know, when he was out there, we gave up 4 threes in the second half. Just it's not. Well, they weren't necessarily his fault. It's just we can't rotate quick enough. We can't move quick enough sometimes. So it was actually worked out perfectly. We won the game, and we were able to rest him a little bit. And we're obviously going to need him Saturday at Georgia. It's not going to be a game where we can play small ball at Georgia. So, you know, I think, yeah, it was the whole deal starting Sims was to just keep the match up, and then we put Randy in for him first. So Sims was getting a little winded. He hadn't played that much, so that was a lot of minutes for him.
For Wade, how big was that three-pointer? Bryce was talking about how they had to respect him the rest of the game. How much did that open up things?
Yeah, I think it helped a ton. You know, he's hit threes in back-to-back games, so he's certainly making up for lost time, which is good. But I'm proud of him. He's been working hard. He's been, you know, he's come back around, and you know, I think that opens everything up when he plays like that. And then he was able to play behind the defense tonight, which is something we've been working on him on, just catching in simple finishes. And you know, he was really good tonight. He was a difference maker for us tonight.
I know you're getting used to seeing this from Trey, but could you just comment on what you liked in particular about his game tonight?
I thought he was just in total control. I thought his pace was really good. He was reading the screens well. Our guys were screening well for him. He really, I was yelling at him to do one thing, and he had already seen it beforehand, which was a read he couldn't have made a month ago. I was yelling at him on something, and he saw it before I could even tell him exactly what to do. So he was really locked in. He was on it tonight. He was making good reads, making simple reads. None of his stuff was all that fancy. It was just simple and right play.
How advanced is his court vision? It looks like he's able to make, you know, behind the back passes that a lot of people can't make.
It's good. He knows where the guys are. You know, the best pass of the night was the one to Epps where he came in there and just tomahawked it. That was a tough pass, kind of a wraparound underneath the goal. That was a rough, tough pass. But he's a good player. When he plays like he did tonight, we're gonna be tough to beat.
What, if any, significance do you see in him surpassing Ben Simmons' freshman assist record? If you can.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good.
Yeah, he's got 160. So I mean, just big picture, what does that mean for him?
I mean, it just shows how valuable. I mean, it's a very valuable piece to what we're doing. So I think, you know, I thought he played well, and just shows that he's a really good player and a really good teammate too. Getting other guys involved and helping other folks. I also thought Skyler played well tonight. His defense in the first half was really good. He had active hands. Came around, hit some shots in the second half.
At the very least, you've made yourselves eligible.
Yes, we're winning season. Huh? 16 wins. How about that?
Do you start thinking at all now about at least, all right, you've got an
We got
NIT
16. Now we got to move on from there. Try to get 17. All right? Let's try to get back to even in the SEC. But getting 16 was good. Really good. Really good. Probably wouldn't have had many takers on that at the beginning of the year. So that was good. And now now that we've got that secured, now you can start obviously moving forward towards things a little better than that.
Any cause for concern with the 14 threes tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, but I mean, that's what they do. I mean, they shot almost over half their shots in the first half were threes. I mean, that's what they do. But certainly that's a cause for concern. But they're such a different, matchup than what most teams are and the way they do it. And so I mean, that's what they do. I'm not overly not as upset as I would probably typically be about that. That's what they do. That's how they win. So. Certainly, you don't want them to make that many threes, but that's their game plan. That's what they do. They played smaller lineups. They had guys out there that could all make threes. So it's a tough cover.
Is that about the only team you can give up 14 threes to and still win the way you did?
It's one of the few. Yeah, it'd be one of the few.
When it comes down to threes, are you more concerned with the amount another team's making or the percentage they're making? I mean,
The percentage. I mean, they shot a pretty good.
36.
They shot 36%. I mean, it's more about the percentage than how many they make. I mean, if they're going to take a ton of those, then I thought the big key in the second half, we answered them 3 for 3 there for a while when it was between like 8 and 11, 8 and 12. We answered that. Did you guys get all that good stuff from the starting lineup? I saw some of y'all down there filming that. Y'all get some good clips there? See, I told you, we got a little more pop to us. I don't know. I don't know. But see, I told you, we got a little more spunk to us. Now we got to see if we can do that on the road. We've been even worse on the road. So now we got to see if we can take this on the road, have a little spirit to us on Saturday at Georgia. Huh? Yeah, we've been awful. We don't even do the lineups on the road hardly. We're just standing, and there's people just stand there. It's really bad. So hopefully we'll work on that and see if we can get off on the right foot in Athens on Saturday.
Do you have a favorite celebration that you saw tonight? Or?
No, I like winning. So my favorite celebration was watching that clock run out. when Darryl got that rebound and dribbled that clock out. That was about the best thing I saw tonight. But it was a good win for us. It was a good win. They're a good team. They don't go away. They've been playing confidently. They just beat Florida and Mississippi State at home. We know how good Florida is. Mississippi State's been playing great. They went to A&M tonight and whipped A&M. So it was a very, very good win.
Well, I know you don't like to get into this, but Sports Illustrated said there may be a more interesting team on Selection Sunday than LSU, isn't it? I know it's.
Let's get there
It
first.
can be a distraction, but isn't it an achievement to have people at least talking to you?
Well, I told our guys, I've addressed it a little bit with them. I told them what I think moving forward. And I said, look, I'm not saying this to put pressure on you, but pressure is a privilege. Like, it beats the hell out of, not playing for anything. So we certainly have stuff ahead of us, and we're prepared for it. That's why we work. That's why we do these road games. And, people always want to have great seasons, but the key to having great seasons is you got to dig out some big wins in late February. And so our whole thing is going to come down to, this is why we've worked so hard. This is why we do everything we do in the summer. This is why we do everything we do. Are we going to be able to dig some of these things out? Are we at a point now where when we get on the big stage and where we get in these big games, can we do it? The answer earlier in the year was no, and we'll see how it goes now. I think we're more mature, but we'll see. And, it's good experience for us. One way or the other, it's going to be good experience for us. We either learn from it and use it next year because we'll have the same type pressure on us. It may not be to get the NCAA tournament. Maybe we're in a conference championship race. It may be, but there's it's a privilege that we're doing this. It beats the heck out of playing for nothing and just playing it out down the stretch. And we've got, I don't know what our odds are. I just know we need to win as many games as possible, and certainly Saturday at Georgia is critical.